Hi. So, let's talk about identities and how I really should have made an outline for this. It's okay, it's too late. So in the new wave of people trying to be more politically correct, which I hate when people say politically correct, because those are the type of people who are like, oh, I hate being politically correct, and it's like, But in the new slew of people trying their hardest to make everyone feel included, I've noticed things happening that get on people's nerve. So, say you're in a classroom and they're like, boys on this side, girls on this side. Well, now teachers, I've heard them say, they're like, if you identify as a boy, go on this side. If you identify as a girl, go on this side, which is still, like, it's trans-inclusive, I guess, but it's still keeping that binary, which that's not for me. But, so they're finally doing that. And what I found happens when people use the word identity in there, or if you identify as, immediately people are like, oh, I identify as a spork. Oh, I identify as a trans-mutant ninja turtle. Like, you know, those people, oh, you're so darn clever. They're not clever at all. And they do that. And I think what people don't understand is that the concept of an identity, of you identifying as something, is not new. You have always had an identity. Everyone has had an identity. If you were born and people are like, oh, you're a girl and you're cool with that, you identify as a girl. You have been identifying as a girl. It's like, and your identity spans your race, your sex, your religion, your age, I don't know, like, everything. Okay, maybe not age, no. Your disability, if you have one. That's part of your identity. That is what hate crimes are built upon. A hate crime, the way you can distinguish a hate crime from a normal crime, a hate crime targets someone's identity, something they cannot change. And so these people who are like, oh, I identify as, like, shut up. You think you're clever. You're not. I already said that, but it's okay. I want to make it clear that when people are saying identify as, they're just trying to be more inclusive, but gender and gender identity are synonymous. You can have, but like, you wouldn't say, oh, my racial identity is this. No, my race is this. My gender identity is this. No, my gender is this. They are the same, okay? The identity, people just add it to get people who aren't quite used to new genders, like, to get them more, like, easily, I'm missing the word, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, assimilate into this mindset, you know? It's ridiculous. Like, the other day, I was taught, like, I saw something, and my sister was in the room, and I'm like, oh, I identify with that. And my sister was like, immediately, oh, you identify as this thing? I'm like, no. When people say they identify with it, I'm not saying, like, I am that thing. I'm saying, so, I don't know what that had to do with anything. It just kind of bugged me, and she was, like, trying to make fun of me. I'm like, this is literally, like, everyone, no matter how you actually identify, like, as, you're like, oh, I identify with that. Like, anyway. So that was my rant. Yeah. Case in point, gender identity, synonymous, the same thing. When a teacher says, if you identify as this, go to here, don't be a jerk and say I identify as a spork, because we know you don't identify as a spork, you jerk.